welcome back to our YouTube channel. This is Brains and Beauty times 2.
I'm Shayla.
And I'm Miami. And this is, child, the 3rd season, first episode of Monogamy, child.
Child.
So here we go.
Look.
It has been, first of all, it's been forever.
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 It
Okay?
has been forever for us to do this doggone review. We've been waiting for the season to start. We've been waiting. Honey is here.
Let me tell you something. This past our bedtime. Let's just keep it real. This past our bedtime. We sleepy, but we had to get this in and we had to watch this.
We just had to. So let's jump into it. So how are we feeling about season 3 in 2021, baby?
Girl, I don't even know what to say. I feel some kind of way about one of the characters, and I really feel like he's gonna slide backwards. And I just hope and pray that he don't.
We're not gonna talk about Old Bay. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
We're not gonna talk about Old Bay. So how I'm feeling right now about the whole episode 1 of season 3. I'm gonna just say this, and I'm gonna move on. How y'all gonna end episode 1 like this?
That's all I was like, look.
Hey,
Everybody better keep their eyes on Mr. Mr. Carson. Everybody can keep their eyes on Mr. Carson, because I'm afraid about what's gonna happen to him. Because he wanted her to just be quiet. Be quiet. He already knew.
He already accepted that whatever was gonna happen was gonna happen.
But to hear it is different.
I just can't believe they ended it like that. That's that season 1, season 2-ish that we just used to. Y'all be breaking our heart when y'all be ending these episodes like this. But anyway, we're gonna start from the beginning. But that's how I felt. I felt like, here y'all behind go. In 2021, this is how you want to come back after the corona.
I feel like our fave last season 1 and 2. That's like our fave.
I know.
Now I feel like he just finna go left. He finna go this way.
That was my babe. He was my babe, but he was sprinkling up that old life up in the whole episode.
He was. You saw remnants of that old life popping up, girl.
Especially he was talking to the police officer. But we're gonna go ahead and start from the beginning.
Yes.
Right?
Okay.
So the beginning of it opens up with them in that doggone elevator as it ended.
Yes.
Season 2, episode 6. In that elevator, getting off that roof, walking up into Harvey. And I cannot believe that this man shot Dallas.
But again, now wait now. It clearly looked like he did not expect to see them when he turned around.
Yeah, he was.
Who was he waiting for? And on the other end is what I really want to know. Who was he waiting for?
I think he is now inside of the whole game. Because at this point,
so you think he's actually somehow a part of the experiment, not just part of their past.
He's not main headquarters. Okay. You know what I mean? He's not like CEO.
Okay.
But he is definitely somehow intertwined with that for whatever reason. The thing is, we still don't know who's really behind it. Like, this episode did not tell me who's really behind it. I think season 2, last episode 6, I was like, I think Deandra is like really, really majorly involved in it.
You did say that. You did say that. You did say you think.
You know what I'm like? But this episode, I feel like it's still not clear who's behind it. But what I can say, the police officers, 1 or 2 of them are involved. Because I feel like how he walked in, I mean, that's later on in the episode, but I feel like how one of the police officers walked in on Deandra and shut her up because she was about to spill.
Because she was about to talk.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, going back to my original thing, I just don't know who's behind it still. And that kind of like keyed her out for me. Okay. How that whole thing had just happened. Okay. In the room. So, but yeah, so it started off with that. We found out that Dallas got shot in the face. They don't talk about his nasal passages, his esophagus.
It went into his neck.
All of this stuff. And we heard 2 shots.
2 shots. Oh, yeah, because Connor also got shot, but he got shot through the shoulder. It looked like.
So maybe the bullet went through
Ricochet,
Dallas,
because they said it came out through. Yeah, and then went through. So and then it got him.
Yeah. And then it quickly shows Maggie with the baby, and it says a year later, and then it goes back to present
day.
Yeah. Which basically makes sense because y'all ended the thing with doggone Maggie a year later. Child, that was Child, that was just a mess. Look, Child, Maggie is always in the center of the mess, honey. You hear me? Maggie and doggone Sawyer. Look, Sawyer is finna show out. I can't wait to see episode 2.
Yeah, I think Sawyer.
Sawyer finds out he's a daddy. Child, he finna be.
I know.
He gonna be something to watch. But yeah, so that goes into that, and then we see Connor in the middle of his wife and his girlfriend.
So DeAndre's
that whole thing was so crazy because it's like, since Ray was like, let me know. No, was it DeAndre that said let me know? Oh, about Dallas. Yeah. But since Ray wanted to know, no. Child, these two, honey. They just got me all over the place. Since Ray didn't want to be too much a part of it, but what's her name? Deandra. Girl, it's been a long time since season. It's been a long time. So Deandra was like, she wanted to know so bad. Like, let me know about my Dallas. Like, I know I ain't the wife, but I'm the wife in so many words. Like, that whole thing was just so freaky because it's like, the wife don't want him, but the girlfriend do. But then the wife, low-key still love him and still kind of you know what I mean? Like, it was just just that whole scene was just, to me, it was perfectly done. It was crazy.
Yeah, of how it would really be. This is how it's going to be if y'all going to go forward with the decisions that y'all have made. You got to think about it. In the heat of the moment, y'all felt how y'all felt. But now, this is real life. Real life is kicking in. Yeah. And are you really... Yeah, exactly. You have responsibilities to this person. Again, and now everyone's starting to realize their true feelings for their exes as well. Like, maybe I really did love him. Maybe I... Yeah. You know, so that whole interaction was crazy.
I know. And then some of them realized they really love the new person, too.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Like, dang, I'm really, down for this person. And what's so sad is that Eddie Winslow, I've been calling him Eddie Winslow since season 1 and 2.
Eddie is Connor. Yeah.
What's so sad is that Connor really is really vibing heavy with Sensoray. And Sensoray is it seems like now she is kind of in between.
I think she's torn between still wanting to be with him, but understanding that, look, I realized what he did for my life. Now that all these different things are being shown to me
in front of me,
I realized what he did for my life. I can't just leave him because he really did change my life. I can't really complain. He changed the trajectory of my life.
Yeah,
I have to be there for him. I can't just let him. I can't just give him to you and say I'm out.
And take care of that. I'm off and move on with your ex-husband. You know what I mean? So that whole, like you said, the whole scenario of them realizing how much they love the new person and still how much they still love the old person is very real.
But this entire episode, y'all, was just basically everyone realizing that we are all connected in multiple ways. In some kind of way, we are all connected, and this is crazy. And they also realize, oh my God, if we're all being investigated, we could all lose right here, right now, if one person opens their mouth and says anything about this experiment or knowing the other person.
Yeah, because if one person says something, that means now they're going to have to go back and ask everybody.
Yep.
Which means all the money is gone, all the assets is gone, just everything is just gone.
Yeah, remember they all signed NDAs. So that was crazy because I was really like, who would break first?
Yeah.
I actually didn't think it was going to be her though.
Yeah, because Deandra was,
ooh, that girl was feeling.
Unless Deandra and a police officer is on it to make it seem like she doesn't know. Make it seem like we don't know. Because you know how they be tricking us behind these cameras. What if Deandra had to put on a show in front of the police officer as if she was about to say something "Oh, do you think that was like organic?" When he was asking her about Harvey, she was like, "No, I don't know no Harvey." I'm like, "Girl, if you don't start itching his arm, girl, don't touch your arm."
No, I think that everybody in this has something to do. Everybody that's not a part of the group has something to do with the experiment. That's what I think. Because that was not coincidental that man walked out after it was like, "Okay, you free to go." Hold on, you were just interviewing me, and I was about to tell him something.
Yeah,
there's no way in the world.
He was the second person that walked in and said, "You free to go."
Yeah, but if you're about to tell something and you were about to tell a cop will tell you, hold on, she was finna confess.
That's why I say the whole thing. The police guys are in on it. I don't know who is and who isn't, but they somehow in on it. And then it goes into Carson, him being in that room getting interrogated, and like I said, he had little snippets of his old life in that interrogation room.
He did. His whole demeanor,
that whole boss type of mentality came out, and I was just like,
it did. That old life started to show a little bit. You were like, hold on,
child,
is this really the Carson we was talking about last 2 seasons? That
one had to pack up his bags, honey, and I don't even know.
That's why I'm telling you, I'm afraid for him. I'm afraid to see what's about to happen.
And then him and Sensoray meet again by a vending machine, and that's when we find out that she is like, "Wait a minute, you ain't got nothing. First of all, forget you in so many words. Forget you."
Absolutely.
And my husband really looked out for me.
Yeah, and I'm mad, but I can't really be mad because I never would have met him had it not been for you. But at the same time,
I ain't finna tell it. You ain't finna tell it. Don't be stepping to me and see if I'm gonna be a rat or not. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna get you worry about you, your people, and all of that.
She really wasn't trying to hear nothing that he was talking about. Apologies, none of that. Like, whatever. Okay?
Yeah.
Keep moving.
It bring back too much for her.
Yeah, it definitely did.
And another thing we saw, which is a mess. It was just a hot mess. Y'all hear me? This about to be a mess, and I cannot wait. Hopefully this is episode 2 or maybe episode 3. Child, Sawyer and Sensoray. I mean, Sawyer and Deandra.
Yeah.
Girl.
Look, now we talked about this last season about what could possibly be going on with them. We actually said that there could be a dead old, because remember they owned their gym.
Yeah.
So maybe she was someone who dealt in that kind of world. We all also know she's an entrepreneur and a businesswoman. So maybe she looks like she's kind of cutthroat. So maybe she had something to do with his gym and stuff. Because, he wasn't having nothing with her. Like, he didn't want nothing to do with her. I don't owe you nothing. Get out of my face. Like, he was like a different person. Like, her, like, who is you and why are you here?
Yeah, he was. This gonna be very interesting.
Yeah, I really want to know the connection between them. Like, what happened there?
You know what I mean? Like, what happened?
He said, I don't owe you nothing. After this, I don't owe you anything. And you're probably the reason why all this is happening to all of us. So he knows something about her.
Yeah.
He really knows something about her.
And I cannot wait to see how this finna unveil, because it's something so deep.
Yeah.
It is beyond money on top of, like, it's beyond money at this point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, Caroline and Deandra, we can't forget about them. When they interacted. Now, obviously, they both are they're both lost their husbands. Like, they both are kind of in a way feeling a way about losing their husbands, even though Deandra's obviously in love and moving on. She still feels some kind of way about losing her husband. They both realize, look, our husband, he actually changed their life. Well, no, that was
that's not true.
That was I'm sorry, did I say Caroline?
Yeah, you said Caroline.
I'm sorry, Caroline and Deandra. I'm thinking about the wrong person. Oh, see, when you have a long gap like this, you forget. My bad.
Keep y'all gaps together.
Okay, my bad.
Keep y'all seasons together. Because you over here lost with these names. See, I've been talking people their real name, but
they both realized. Well, Caroline realizes that Dallas really helped, like, save her.
Caroline, no.
Huh? Not that one, Caroline.
Caroline is with Sawyer.
Is with Sawyer, yes. She was talking to Deandra.
But you keep saying saving life like you're talking about Sensoray in Dallas.
I know, but in that particular conversation when they were talking,
okay,
she was discussing how they both lost their men, and she really hopes that Dallas pulls through.
Okay.
Because he actually helped save her life.
Oh, yeah. Caroline did help save because she was in a little girl thing going on.
Yeah, exactly. So how she helped save her, he really...
I forgot about that.
And she wanted him to pull through, and she was like, they were realizing things about their actual relationships.
Yeah.
And that they were all, again, they actually realized that they were all connected. Like, something... It's crazy how they're all connected, and they're just trying to figure out how.
Because I also said when we was filming it live, our reaction, I was saying, like, they still had to say yes to it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that means this whole game must have extra people in it as well that probably said no. But how would they know they was going to say yes and bring these people really together and be so well connected? So that's why maybe Harvey had to come in because he is so well connected.
Yeah.
And they throw him in. But trust me, I feel like there's going to be more people now. Because I feel like they didn't have to say yes to this experiment.
No,
and they are still connected. Because if they would have said no, people would have been detached. You know what I mean? So it's just like, it's just making you think about so much. So that's why I said I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I hope there's many more episodes this season compared to last season.
But then we got to talk about the end. We got to talk about the end.
We'll talk about the end, but I do want to give a little bit of light to this power of attorney, honey.
Oh,
yes, she was so bold to step up to her and tell her, hey, before you go, La Mama,
this is Deandra she's talking about, y'all. This is Deandra.
Yeah. La Mama, before you go, let me get that power of attorney, though. Cause
even though you're the wife, I don't really care nothing about that. You done with him.
Relinquish your rights.
Yeah.
This is my man. He shot up. I'm here for him. You could go ahead about you with my husband.
She showed her head. I think that's when she showed. I think the thing that we're talking about. Sawyer don't want to deal with her.
Cause how did she get the power of attorney so quick?
Quickly. She wasn't playing. They literally just walked away from each other. How she got that paperwork that fast?
Unless it was just like verbatim, like maybe like how you can do like things in like.
And you go. I'm sorry. You gonna tell the wife sign the effing paper? That's what you gonna tell the wife?
That's what you would have said.
Let's move on to the next part.
But we have to realize that's the reality of them going to this thing that they were about to walk away. It is not Deandra's fault that now Sister Ray is pulling back and not going with the flow with Connor. You know what I mean? Just because Sister Ray is going like this between her and her husband and boyfriend now, don't mean Deandra's going to do the same thing.
This is why I say on all the things we always talk about when relationships are over and you want to break and you all that crap. Let me tell you something. If you are still married, honey, until that ink is dry on that paper, okay? Until that moment,
y'all still together.
That's mine, okay? Doesn't matter what I got going on over here. That's mine. That's why that's very, very. It needs to be very, very clear. Yeah. And let me tell you something. I'd have been like Sister Ray too. I just been looking at her like this. Oh, so you think you gonna bully me? Okay, girl. Well, we be here all night because I ain't signing nothing. Okay, nothing.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyway, moving on to the end. And what we really need to be talking about.
The end.
Yeah.
You ready for the end?
So,
child.
Carson and Maggie. Okay, Carson.
As always.
Carson and Maggie are leaving the house. Well, everybody looks like now this is the part where everybody's walking past each other and people giving each other side eyes and blah, 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 whatever. They're still supposed to be acting like they don't know each other. They walk out the hospital. He opens the door for Maggie and they get in the car and it's just like a moment of silence. Like, tell me what's on your mind. Almost.
Yeah, because this has been a long
day. Yeah.
Rooftop bullets. Like anybody could have got hit. You know what I mean? That man was like so bold to just shoot, just whatever. Not worrying about nobody behind them. So it's been a long day.
And in that moment, Carson feels the need to tell his wife.
Rub the belly.
To rub the belly and tell his wife, basically, look, I don't care
what's going to be.
I don't care about whose baby is supposed to be and all that kind of stuff. I'm married to you. You're my wife.
Yeah.
We going to work this thing out.
We going to get through this. And see, that's the Carson that I know.
She's trying to interject. He ain't listening. He's talking through her because he really doesn't want to hear what she has to say.
Yeah.
Because he know. I almost feel. I felt like in that moment he knew, and he just doesn't want to hear it because hearing it is different. Now I gotta accept it if I hear it. If you say it, now I have to accept this.
I don't feel like he knew. I just feel like he was like, whatever finna happen.
But he wouldn't have told her to shut up though. Like he
literally
told her like
she started talking.
He was like, Maggie, please shut up. Like, be quiet. Like,
don't. In the moment, you know what I mean? Like, that's the Carson that see, this is the new Carson that I fell in love with. This is the new Carson who's trying to move on with his life. And girl, you trying to just mess up the whole moment. Just wait a minute. Let the man get his moment out. You gonna see
Carson didn't want to hear that. Carson didn't want to hear what was really about to come out her mouth.
But she could have waited. She could have waited a little bit. The man was just in the moment trying to love on her. And as Maggie do, what Maggie has done to my old Carson, because he about to be died, and then the old one gonna come up to life. But anyway,
so she actually goes and like they flash back to 1 year later, flash forwards to 1 year later, and she exposes that he is not the father.
Zoom and everything, honey.
She on the Zoom with different people, and here come. I'm
finna show y'all the daddy. I was like, what they mean?
Here comes daddy, and then here comes doggone Sawyer coming around the corner.
Child with these cake pops.
All smiles with cake pops. And she obviously came with bacon and stuff now. And oh my God, my heart dropped for Carson. It truly did. Because he wanted so badly to save his marriage. And
he let go of all the stuff she did.
Yep. He was even willing to take the fact that if that's not my kid, that's fine. I just don't want to hear it. Let's move forward.
I think she should have gave him a moment just to be in that moment of, I gotta just accept whatever life gonna give me. And she didn't allow him to do that. And to me, that's a little bit selfish, but I get it. She wanted to get it out of her mouth at the moment. Like, okay, look, all this stuff, you ain't even the daddy.
But do you really think she wanted to save her marriage though?
No, because hey, let me tell you something.
Remember, she's the one who hadn't really made no decision.
No, I know. But let me tell you something about that doggone Sawyer. I said it long before in many other episode reviews. Sawyer turned her out. Don't get me wrong, Carson had that old lifestyle. Mm-hmm. But he made sure he nipped it and probably kept it real PG-13.
Yeah.
But when Sawyer came up in there, and I've been saying it, how he talks to her, how he smirks to her, how he flirts with her, like, every woman need a little piece of that. We all need a balance. We need the Carsons, to keep us balanced out, to get things done. But we also
need a little bit of Sawyer.
A little piece of Sawyer in our life.
A little Sawyer in our life.
And I said before on season on what is that, season 2, when she took that doggone do-rag off, honey, and her life turned around and changed.
The do-rag came off and her life was done, okay? Old life was finished. She was on to the new life.
Because he was just, you know what I mean? And then he was always just like snippy, like, yeah, that's gonna be my baby anyway. What's good? You know what I mean? Like, he was always just flirtatious. You know what I mean? Like, despite. And he was like, I know that's mine. It's nothing. See you on the other side. Like, I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised because I feel like this
ready.
I'm not surprised, but I just don't think I don't think that was a good idea. I just don't.
For her to tell him?
I still believe that she should have told him regardless because, again, you can't get through a marriage and get through anything based upon lies. But at the same time, maybe that very moment wasn't the time.
That's why I said,
to tell him that.
Give him a minute. 2 more minutes. Like,
but that man
would have been good. But
that man broke down.
That was what I said.
Maggie, I hate you.
Ooh. But you know what? Because deep down inside you still hate me. That's why I say she gonna have to go, because even though he said it doesn't matter what who the baby daddy is, I'm gonna be there. But deep down inside, he been hating her the whole time. Because your behind opened up your little legs and got this little fighter boy who don't know what he can do with his life. And you gonna lay down and get a baby from him? No, we done lost a baby, and you gonna... I been hated you anyway, Maggie.
You think so? You think he been
How did that come out? Like, no.
I think at that moment it was just like, you keep doing everything to hurt me.
No.
Now you do this. I'm telling you, no. I'm willing to move forward. Doesn't matter whose baby it is.
No, it don't.
And exactly. You just did this. Now you gonna hurt me further.
No, that's been in his heart. That's been on him. Because if you didn't really care, why would you come out? Yeah, it was the wrong moment for him to say it. But you was hoping that maybe 52% it was yours. Now, you knew 48% it probably wasn't yours. But knowing that now for sure it ain't yours, and you the 49 and he's the 51, you was ready for that moment. So when you do find out, you're going to re-hate her all over again. So it was already there. So for him to get it in that moment, it was just like, at least I could just tell you, girl, I hate you right now. I hate that you did this to me. And I guarantee you he going to say it in episode 2. I hate that you did this to us. You the one ruined it. I changed my life for you. Of course he gonna say that. I tried to metamorph for you. Yeah. And look what you done did. I might as well go back to my old lifestyle, because what was the point of me turning my life in a new leaf, knowing that somebody like you was gonna go back to the streets and girl, and get pregnated and by tell me in my face, out here. Yeah, and tell me in my face that you ain't the daddy. So yeah, I hate you. Been hating you. I was just hoping that I wasn't gonna have to hate you, but yeah, I've been hating you, little mama. Like I've been hating you.
I don't want to believe that. I don't believe that.
I
don't want to believe that.
So now we're gonna have to hate
her. I believe in this moment he really has an issue with her because you really tried to hurt me.
But it was already given him, baby. You already knew you was either the daddy or not the daddy. It wasn't like 25%. It was like either you're 50 or 50.
Well,
we gotta have to find out.
We're going to find out in episode 2 because again, this was a 2-episode premiere. I'm still shocked at the end of the first one. And I really see this going so left for him. And again, he was like one of our favorite characters in the season 1 and 2. And
y'all know that if y'all watch season 1 and season 2 reviews from us,
y'all already know how we felt about Carson. So the fact that one character, I feel like, is about to do a whole 180. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about the rest of this doggone season, but
it happened so early. I think it's gonna go like mid. You know, when she started showing.
They jump right out. They jump right into it.
Like here we go. This is what we do. We're monogamy. This is how we do this thing. We're Craig Ross Juniors. This is how we end episode 1. So thank God they have a part 2 so we can watch that right now, because I can't. Honey, I can't be waiting for no another week after this. I'm happy they decided that, because how we was going to wait till next Thursday.
I know. Well, okay, guys. So this was all the season 3, episode 1.
And we've been waiting, so it's a little longer than normal, but we have been waiting. We're just so happy that it's here, and it's just so much drama.
I know.
But we love it.
We love it. Okay, and again, we got to go down the list of the cast real quick for y'all. Okay, y'all make sure y'all keep watching Monogamy. It's on All Black.
Yes.
It used to be formerly UMC, which was the Urban Movie Channel, but now it is called All Black, BLK, not BLACK. Mm-hmm. Make sure that y'all, the cast, I mean, beautiful, handsome cast. Y'all make sure y'all
gorgeous.
And gorgeous. All of that. All of that. Okay. Black don't crack. Like, they all look amazing. Okay. Y'all make sure y'all check this out. Thank you, Craig Ross Jr. for even creating something like this. Like, this is like my real soap opera for real. Like, I feel like my grandma back in the day, she ain't miss all my children, the days of my life. She ain't miss none of that. Okay.
Yeah, and we not missing none of this.
We not finna miss none of this either.
None of it. So shout out to All Black for renewing the season.
Yeah.
I know it's been forever. But we appreciate y'all bringing it back. We've been waiting. You know, we've been rocking with y'all since we started our podcast. When we started our podcast in September 18, 2018, you guys started this show. So we have grown with you all just as much as this show has grown with us watching it. Mm-hmm. And it's just amazing that this month, September 18th, 2021, is about to be our 3rd year along with your 3rd season. So shout out to you, the whole cast, like Shay said, to Craig Ross, the whole thing. And it's just dope that we're growing with you guys. And we've been y'all number 1 friends from day 1.
Day 1, honey. Okay.
Don't ever get it twisted. Now we just kidding. But thank y'all for watching.
Yes.
See y'all in the next episode.
And episode
2 is coming right up.
Back up. Rewind. What he said? Listen to him though. Listen to him.